Right. So, welcome to the next stream we're doing. I've got Bernard on the Discord, and
Hello, everyone.
exactly. So Bitcoin has just hit
60k, bro.
60k. Mad. Let's have a little look. So I left off the last stream, showing where we were and what I thought was going to happen, and showed you about this value area high. I'm just going to quickly, before anybody else, there's nobody in here at the moment, so let's just quickly share this link around. Have you put it in Hodler Hub yet?
No, I don't know.
Oh, sound. I'll put it in this one.
Maybe you should do it on the Discord because you're logged in as the main banner.
Alright, sound, I will.
I've done it, but you could just announce something.
Yeah, I will. What have you do? What do you mean you've done it already?
Well, I put it in the general chat, but obviously maybe.
Oh, I've got a viewer anyway. Somehow we've got a viewer. Oh, is it you?
That's me, mate. That's me. Yeah. Big ups for me.
Big up the Indians.
I'm an Indian, yeah.
Right, I'm gonna tweet it as well quick. Then we're gonna get back into it. Oh, shall I change my face around? Is my face too big? Change my face to. Oh god.
Yeah, it is a bit too big. I'll probably put it at the top left. Actually, no.
Here.
Bottom left.
Bottom left. There we go. It's probably a little bit better. Have you sent it to anybody?
I'm just actually, I've got distracted there. I'm going to send it into some of these offline chats, ones that I don't mind getting kicked from.
Yeah, that's a good idea.
Put it in Daffy, fuck the Daffy. Sorry if anyone had someone here's on the way up. Shit, Colin.
Right. Let me just. Right, so Bitcoin hitting 60 rackaroonies. So, like the previous stream, if you haven't watched it, I'll give you a quick rundown of what I did. I gave an overall higher time frame analysis, but I haven't really showed Bernard recently. So this value area high, the POC, and the value area low have been key points for the higher time frame. Now, it's a value area low, point of control, and a value area high. Now, this was made up from just pulling the fixed range volume tool, which is this one here. You can find it over here. Over the previous range, which was here, pretty much. So it's a little bit different, maybe depending on your pools, but that was the value area low, point of control there, and then you've got the value area high there. I've just plotted it out so you can see it in now's price. Now what's happening now? So if we zoom in on the 4 hour a little bit, you can see we've kind of blasted through that. We had initial rejection, but we've just blasted through that. And the next levels I have above it would be that monthly there. Monthly sitting at 61,421.50. Now it looks like we've nearly hit it, but we haven't. So we've still got a little bit of space left, and you see these levels have been marked out since the end of last year. Well, end of last year, since the start of 2023, these levels have been marked out, and you can see we've been waiting for them, and initial rejections have been hit. So it's not like it's a fake level, it's not like a random level. Price doesn't just shoot up, price just shot up, and it did have rejection here. Bear in mind it's not been a lot of rejection, but still we've got the next higher time frame level, which is this monthly. Now, because of where we're at, let's turn off this higher time frame levels. Because where we're at now, I think it's now time to say that we're in this bigger range. So you've got this range here, you've got this range here, you've got this range that was here, and then we've re-entered back into this range, and we're currently in this bigger range here. Now, I don't know if you can see this, Bernard, but you could say that we're in a gigantic range, that we might not hit all-time highs, we might do what we did before, swing failure pattern it, and because everyone's pretty euphoric at the moment. And a possibility is we come up here, take those highs, and come back and just play around in this little bit for a little bit, just up until maybe the halving. Now, that's not to say that we're not going to reach all-time highs and we're not going to blast straight through it. We could just do that, but in my opinion, it's better.
Well, do you want to know something interesting? Actually, this is going to be the first time. If you just quickly switch to my screen, I'll just quickly show you so I can demonstrate it.
Yeah.
Can you see my screen right now?
Not yet.
You should be able to, because I've been sharing it the whole time. You see it, yeah?
One sec. Yeah, now
Yeah.
Yeah.
Well, this is all the halvings previously, and this would be the first time in history.
Wait. It's not. Oh God. I can't see if it is or not.
It is. Right. Yeah, so you can see it. So basically, this will be the first time in history that we could potentially break the all-time high before the halving happens, because we've still got about, it's about April the 14th or something the halving's supposed to happen.
Yeah.
And we've never ever, well, historically we break the all-time high at least 6, 7, 8 months after the halving, but this will be the first time ever that we actually break it before.
If we break it before.
Goes to show. Yeah, if we break it before, of course. But I think all signs are sort of pointing towards that this could be the first time in history that happens. But anyway, back onto you.
Nah, carry on showing that. That's pretty interesting.
Yeah. Well, the thing is, for 4-year cycles, you've got to take it with a pinch of salt, because every single time something different happens. But you can use different analysis that sort of can back up different points. So on this other chart here, I've got something called left translated cycles that I actually learned today from Jason Casino, our friend, which broke down each 4-year cycle into a left-hand side and a right-hand side. You see separated in these boxes.
Mm-hmm.
And on the left-hand side, basically, if there is a higher, if the all-time high breaks on the right-hand side, that shows relative strength. However, if it happens in the first left-hand side, then it can show weakness for the right-hand side. And this is basically split into 2 years. So 2 years on the left, 2 years on the right. So right now, if we do end up breaking up this on the left-hand side this time, in this first 2 year bit of this cycle, then we'll have to wait and see where the low comes in to really assess whether this move has been strong or not. So, I mean, this is all macro analysis, so we don't know the answers until things play out in the future. But yeah, that's basically all I wanted to say about that. No, nothing too interesting, just an observation, let's say.
Zooming out a little bit.
Yeah, exactly.
What I would say is, I'm just going to go back to my screen now. What I would say is that we haven't, realistically, this move here has not been off a lot of volume compared to what we had over here. And a lot of people will probably not like that I said that, but it's just the facts. It's not been off a lot. It's not been off a lot of volume. I can show you that through. Oh, I've lost my mouse. There we go. I can show you that just from doing this. No, I can't. Where is it? Should have. See, look. Nowhere near the amount of volume that we had before when we first originally came up to these prices. Nowhere near. And even coming up, like, here's just, this is, I know this is a perp contract, so this is leverage. But even if we go to what, Coinbase? Do you want to go Coinbase? Or would you want Binance?
Coinbase, yeah. Either or, doesn't matter.
It's Bitstamp.
Bitstamp, it shows the most data, why not?
Alright, let's just ignore this. There's obviously stuff I had beforehand. Look, even from before, we've got nowhere. It's nowhere near it's similar amounts coming up to it, but realistically, it's not a lot of volume compared to what we had during the sell-off, compared to the initial pump that we had. Overall, it's declining. Apart from this one we had here. Yeah, it's just not a lot of. So it's just not a lot of volume in my opinion. So it's not a bad thing. It's not a false pump. It's just obviously a lot of people got caught off guard, and we haven't had that proper euphoric stage. I don't think yet. I think a lot of people are still in a lot of doubt.
Yeah, I think also one thing you need to take into account is that the volume going through the ETFs, because that will show on those charts. So
I don't know. I don't know if we've got that data.
Yeah, but let's just say yesterday there was over 1.3 billion in volume just on BlackRock's ETF, which is pretty impressive.
It is 60.5k. It's nice, isn't it? Yeah, 60.5k, and then let me just get rid of this. So we've got a monthly there above that I've plotted out before, which we're coming up to now actually. Quite about $1,000 off.
Yeah, I've got my eye on that.
Yeah, well, there's not much to really say yet. We're still just plodding along. I mean, upwards price targets. We'll get the extension tool out now. Yeah, we'll get the extension tool out now, and you can. So we got one at 62, 1.382. Got obviously the old all-time high, which if a high potential is originally will trap so many longs coming out of here. Price will come up to here, we'll trap so many longs, and what will happen is we'll go up and then we'll come back down, and we'll stay here, and there'll be a huge amount of volume here of people buying once we reach the all-time high. It's just what's going to happen, and what's going to happen is a lot of people are going to be taking shorts there with higher amounts, marketing, if the volume's right, and then those people can be trapped, wait for them to get liquidate as many people as possible, maybe come back, retest the old value area high, and then possibly continue upwards. That's what I can see anyway.
Yeah, I think especially with just the build up to the halving, because all the hype, every single time we build up to the halving, we obviously get a pump, and sometimes, yeah, we do get a sell-off. Like in 2000, the second halving, I think we dropped 30% the following month, or following 4 weeks, I should say. And then after that, we obviously went up into the next leg of the bull market and broken all-time highs. But
I'm just going to be I'm going to be devil's advocate here. You know what everyone's going to say. Oh, but we got the ETF. We've got a ETH ETF coming. ETH ETF. We don't at this moment in time, do we?
Yeah, that's all just main boys on Twitter.
That's all just absolute. It's nothing. Yeah. So just look at the technicals at the moment. At the moment, the key level we still have. It's not even a daily break yet, so we can't even get too happy. Daily break above this value area high, then we can start looking at all of those high time frame levels that we've got going up here. But I mean, there's not much, is there, above us, other than, let's have a little look. Other than, I wonder if this lines up with anything. Other than that realistically, that monthly. In fact, while we're on now, we can just have a look, see if there's any dailies or weeklies. All right, there's a daily above. That's not been touched. And then weekly. Well, it's a weekly, not just a daily. All worked as weekly. So we do have another level above. We've got 65. This is before the all-time high. 65,561, which is a high time frame level. This monthly level is going to be important to me. Look what happened to the last monthly level. Sharp projection, and then brought up, and then this was on a week's time frame. So if we go down to daily, don't pay for the premium on this account. Look, we spend a couple of days above it. People would have been happy. Oh yeah, we retested that monthly and now we're going to rocket ship up. Too many people were bullish. Liquidations happened. Came back down to the bottom of this channel. And then what happened? After that, after we thought, everybody was in a very negative space there. I remember that. And we rocket shipped upwards. Same with here. That's exactly what happened here, but on a smaller scale. Move sideways for a little bit, sideways, coming down, hit the bottom of this intraday channel, if you want to call it that. In fact, I know what we did because I traded it. Value area low to the dollar before shooting upwards. Can you see that?
Yeah, nice.
To the dollar.
Very nice.
And then shot all the way upwards, which is, I mean, I only took profits around here because it wasn't like a long-term trade, but still, that's a 20% move on Bitcoin. In what, how many days? In 2 days. It's mad, isn't it?
Yeah, it's crazy. Look at Bitcoin dominance as well. That'd be great.
Yeah, well, first I wanted to show ETH Bitcoin as well. So it looks very messy, very, very messy on here. So what we'll do is we'll just quickly turn off some stuff for you. Actually, no, I want that back. Brush. Okay, so I circled this up for myself, not for anybody else. I wasn't planning on wasn't really planning on showing anybody this, but I'll show you, Bernard. So what I had down here was there was a let me just turn that off then. So what I had here was there was a monthly level here, which was beautiful monthly level. We've kind of, if you look at it, that's held as a monthly level on ETH Bitcoin back from July 2022. Yeah. So back from July 2022, we hit it. Great. Now, what was the next levels? There was a confluence between fixed range pool, this weekly, which was from January 2024, so not too far away, long ago. I'm on the weekly time frame, and there was also wasn't that, was it? It was something else as well. Basically, I circled that as like, this is a key level, key level where we're going to reject possibly. Because I was looking at moving some Bitcoin into ETH just as like not as a higher time frame trade, not really as a risky-ish trade, but it's more looking at, right, if we've hit this monthly level and ETH has come down this far, where could ETH go? ETH versus Bitcoin, that is. So I was looking, if we get past that, then I'll start looking at moving some Bitcoin after this long downtrend, looking at moving some Bitcoin into ETH. And obviously, because we'll be coming back into this old range. There we go. That was a third confluence. We had the weekly level here. We had a fixed range on a smaller time frame here, and then we had the previous range value area, which was over here. Now, rejected off there, but we rejected off all three of them combined was an area. That's why the circle was so big. It was a key area, and what did we do? Rejected, came down 8% on the ETH Bitcoin pair. So that was good. And then I'm now looking for, I thought 3.82, if that holds strength. I was ready to do that yesterday. Still just coming down. So we'll see if it hits this golden pocket, shows some strength. Otherwise, we're back to this old monthly, which has been absolutely abused. So that's ETH Bitcoin. That's why I'm not really showing much. Like, alts are moving, but that's why some of your other alts aren't moving. That's why like you've got like Umbrella, for example, that's not moving at all. It's a lower cap, but like these are all not really moving just the way you want them to move, which is not really, it's not really a problem, so to speak. But yeah, that's my reason of it. That's why I haven't gone heavy into alts yet. I've got some alts, but I mean, some alts have been going crazy, don't get me wrong, but the majority of alts won't be going crazy because of this ETH Bitcoin pair. So if you wanted to know and want me to keep updating, there's a link in the bio for the Discord. But if I'm rambling, just say, Bernard.
No, I think speaking facts, mate.
Speaking facts. But that's why I'm not gone heavy into alts. And when I say alts, I mean ETH as well. ETH is an alt. I was ready to put decent amount of my portfolio of Bitcoin into ETH. But there's no point. Bitcoin's outpacing it, as you can see. So, yeah. Have we got any questions yet in here? Nah, 3 viewers. Comment some questions if you want, some alts or anything. What else did you want to look at? Bitcoin dominance.
Yeah, I was just looking at that.
Have you already got it charted? I haven't got it charted. Not on this account.
I sort of do.
Well, I might as well just show. You might as well just talk it through. There we go. Go on then, all yours.
Well, is it on me, yeah? Yeah, well, this I haven't updated this for a while now. But put it simply, I've just got this long-term parallel channel since really altcoins were
I'd zoom in a little bit because it's
put into
not.
existence.
I'd zoom in if I were you a little bit, just because it's not really. You're obviously on a big display.
Yeah, I'm on a very big display. That makes sense. I'll put it on monthly as well.
Would be good to see some TA on Daffy. Yeah, I'll do some TA on.
Daffy, we could move on to that now. To be fair, just after I just briefly talk about this. Well, yeah, right now we're at this midpoint here. We were battling along with this weekly level, which you can see held up quite nicely, and that was represented in ETH Bitcoin as well, with Bitcoin going up against ETH.
Yeah.
But right now, there's not really much to say apart from I can't exactly tell you when Bitcoin dominance is going to top out, but there's no levels in the immediate future. So as you can see, like in April 2021, when the market was absolutely falling off a cliff. That's completely wrong. When altcoin season was absolutely popping off, the Bitcoin dominance absolutely fell. But coming back to today, I would definitely expect this to keep on moving higher for the time being. So yeah, as we know, as in previous cycles, altcoins don't really seem to pop off until Bitcoin has made an all-time high and is in price discovery mode, etc. But yeah, should we just move on to Daffy then?
Yeah, do you want me to do Daffy or do you want to do Daffy?
Well, let me just previously explain, because I'm now showing my screen, I'm pretty sure you can see our Discord. We've talked about this before many, many times. And the one thing I'll just say before you start chatting about it is how disappointing the team has been in terms of actually sticking to their roadmap, providing a product, which they haven't done yet. It's supposed to come out in April or something, but I don't have too much hope in it. And I've got an exit plan for Daffy, but I'll let you talk about the trading bit.
You don't want to tell everybody about your exit plan?
I will after you talk about it, because mine's more to do with the inflation.
All right.
So look, while you do that, I'm going to look at that. Okay.
Okay, I'm going to look at Daffy then. Wait, you're still sharing your screen, so let me just
switch off it.
Yeah, let me just switch it. So we'll do Daffy now. If there's anything anybody else wants me to go through, we'll go through after. But just comment it, and I'll have a look at it. Yeah. So we've both been holders of Daffy for a while, for a long time. I was first put on it by Bernard, who's on the call now, and we've both made a lot of money from we've both made a lot of money from Daffy. Now,
yeah, especially last year, February, that big old pump.
Exactly. It was last year. Yeah. So we've talked about this a lot, and we're not. A lot of people aren't going to like what we're going to have to say about Daffy, because they hold loads of money in it, and I've lost loads of money on it. But it's a shit coin. It is a shit coin, and it has no use case. The team's been shit. Everything about Daffy's been pretty bad. Now, that's the facts of the situation. Now, I last sold my last bags of Daffy on... What pump was it?
February 2022, right?
Was it this one here? Was it this one here?
It's February 2023. I can't see your screen right now.
You can't see my screen?
No, but it's delayed on the stream for me as well. So.
Okay. Anyway, so long story short, I sold Daffy right here. That's when I sold my bags of Daffy.
Monthly level, right?
On that monthly level. So that's a weekly level there. So that right there is a weekly level. We saw this massive, huge pump. I don't know if you remember this. If you remember this, you might have. But we saw this massive, huge pump in January 2023 of 23x. Down in the dumps, it just came out of nowhere. Boom. Now, I remember there was a date that they were announcing something or they were releasing something, and you know the old saying in crypto, buy the rumor, sell the news. So I was just ready to sell on this news. A lot of liquidity was going to be there for people to buy. So the pump happened and the news was on this day. I believe the news was on this day. I can't actually remember. And along with other things, I sold all mine there. Now, Bernard, on the other hand, he didn't sell all of his. He sold a portion of it. Well, that's because he still had hope for the team. And
there was actually another announcement supposed to come out, which actually wasn't an announcement. But
yeah, exactly
that's
that.
You can see the following local high was very short-lived.
Well, that one there, don't know if you can see it. This one here, that's where I sold, and so
yeah.
I'm just putting it out there, just so you know, just so I can rub it in your face a little bit. But anyway, it's fine. It's fine. Just sold the top.
I'm
fine.
not in there. But, yeah.
And we were shouting it from the rooftops. I don't know if we've got any proof of this. Do you want to find the link on Hodler Hub on Twitter? And we were shouting it from the rooftops in the Daffy chats, and everyone was calling us idiots, calling us twats, and we were trying to tell people like, come on, like, just sell. Basically, that point right there is an important part to sell. Now it came back down, and I'm really not interested in this coin at all until. Yeah, I'm not interested in this coin at all until. Let me just update this for you. This is going to be a key level here. Until we come to this monthly level, which is down here. In fact, we've got a weekly level just below it, but I'm not interested in this coin until we get 56%. Until we got another 56% down. Now, anybody want anything to say about Daffy?
Well, let me take over and tell you my thoughts and my exit plan, and just a bit about what's going on with Daffy and the circulated supply, all the inflation, etc. Okay, so just switch over to me and let me know when you're ready.
Yeah, switching over now.
Okay, so right now I'm on Coin Market Cap. So you can see, so this is the price, and obviously one time.
Oh wait, it's not. Stop. Wait. Sorry, my bad. There we go.
There we are on Coin Market Cap. So this is the price chart. So you can see the all-time high was when it basically first launched, and the price of it was at 17 cents. And also, this is what Rome was just on about, the February 2023 pump here, which the high was 3 cents. Okay, so that's a big difference in price, right? But when we come to the market cap, we can see it's a completely different chart. So when Daffy was at 17 cents when it first launched, the market cap was roughly 20 million.
You may want to zoom in a little bit. Just click Command plus, just so you can. Yeah. There we go.
And
there we go. That's good.
Anyway, and every subsequent high we've had in Daffy has always topped out at around 22 million. So you can see here, this is the one I'm just hovering on now. That is the February 2023 one, 20 million. So what I do is I look at the market cap when deciding when to go out of coins like this, because the price doesn't tell you anything. You need to look at the circulated supply, and that's pretty much it. So obviously the circulated supply has went up so much more because of the inflation of the Daffy token. So basically that brings me on to my selling plan. So a few months ago I did a bit of maths to decide roughly what price it would be at when we next reach 20 million. And that brings me back to the charts. Just let me know if I need to zoom in a bit more or whatnot. I've identified, which is quite nice, is around about 13 cents or so, which lines up very nicely with this monthly level. I've set an alert just below just because these things can move fast. So I want to know before we hit it. So I assume that when we get around 13 cents, we should be at a 20 million market cap. I might be wrong here, but this is maths I did quite a while ago.
This is something you call a micro alt.
Yeah, well, what is the market cap right now anyway? Let's have a little look. The market cap right now is we can do the maths together now. So like it's roughly, let's just say it's 4 million, right?
Yeah.
So we've got a 5x till it's so I was wrong there. But so a 5x till we reach about 20 million. And a 5x from the current price. Oh yeah, right. Hold on. I know this probably doesn't look pretty right now, but jeez. I was wrong. The weekly up here is when it will reach 20 million. No, that's not right. That's not right.
Back to the...
No, it is right. It is right. Yeah, because I've zoomed out too much. Zoomed in too much. Yeah, so that would actually bring us back up to just below the weekly, just below what we were before. So obviously there's been more inflation in the Daffy token. But the reason, why did I choose 13 cents? I don't know, but that is where I'm getting out, because maybe it won't reach 20 million again. You don't know, especially when you don't hear from the team. I think the last time they tweeted was like in November of 2023. Like you want to see some sort of activity on the socials and stuff.
Yeah. Right. So I think we should go to Umbrella next. Umbrella's another good old. So we'll go to Umbrella now. Umbrella's a coin that I'm in. I should probably take the entry. Get some market makers trying to stop me out. But
just to quickly interrupt a minute, I'd just like to say that in the Discord chat, I actually called the bottom pretty much like within like 5 or 10% when it happened in around July.
And that's Hodler Hub Discord.
Yeah.
That's the link in the bio is free in there, so we're going to start posting more in there anyway. So feel free to join. It's free for now.
Yeah, since then it's done about 350%, which is bad, is it?
It's not bad at all. It's not bad at all. Someone's just okay. Now Umbrella. Umbrella's another shit coin that Bernard's got me into, dragged me straight into. He's chatted a lot about Umbrella he's had it back up here, he's had it down here, and he's had it up here, and he's still got it now. Well, in January, I've plotted out all my levels. I'm going to give you my reasoning why I'm in this trade at the moment, because it's a trade. It's not holding my bags. I'm not holding my bags. This 0.382, as well as a higher time frame level of a weekly or monthly? Can't actually remember. That Fibonacci retracement and that Fibonacci extension both had this level as a key level. It tested on there and then it moved up so quickly, my alerts popped off, and then I entered. Now I've been entered since then, so I was in a little bit of a loss, but we move, and right now we're just literally, it's quite frustrating because there was a couple of coins that I wanted to get into using the funds out of this, but I couldn't, because you got to be patient with these kind of things, because I do believe this is going to play out. Like if you can see this on a so if you see this channel,
there's not much liquidity, is there?
There's no liquidity at all. Like you can see, like it's awful. Like see, we're just rejecting from this midpoint, mid, and especially this old monthly as well, monthly from back there. we're just rejecting it at the moment, and it's sad to see because the potential is mad on this one.
7.5 million market cap, by the way.
7.5 million, so it doesn't need a lot to move. In fact, when I bought it, I pumped it. And I think you did as well. So it's going to be a struggle without liquidity to get out of this coin. But the potential's there. After this high of this channel, you've got nothing. 100%, you've got nothing. Only needs a little bit of juice to get it going. And that's why I'm in it. Bernard's been buying from here, so he's got a nice, where is it? A nice 200% from entry. But yeah, that's where I see it going. I've got my dailies and weeklies. The main level is here. From here now, that's a 300%. That's my main level. But I probably would have sold some by then. Not going to lie. But a key coin that I really wanted to get into, which is moving right now, is RNDR, Render. I don't know if everybody's already heard of Render. I'll quickly get Render up. That's a good video as well. Render is a mad coin. It's basically a GPU sharing project. So it gives it. Just open the website and explain it to you. It basically distributes GPU rendering on the blockchain. So kind of like what that title of that YouTube video said, it's the Nvidia's little brother, like the crypto version of Nvidia. And that's the reason why it's gone absolutely crazy. Like back in August, it was $1. Now it's $7, so a nice 7x. But we're coming up to the all-time high. So this was the IPO for it when it launched on Binance, and obviously it's dumped ever since then. But we're coming up to the all-time highs again, and we're nearly at price discovery. It's making me really want to. I wanted to buy some. I'll show you where I wanted to buy some. I wanted to buy some here. If it comes back down to here, but it doesn't look like it's going to happen. And I'm not going to rush into it because that's not what we do here on this channel. It's not what we do in general. It's not what you should be doing. Rushing into it, get that FOMO feel, and then potentially lose a lot of money. But it's better to be out of it, miss it, and move on to the next one, rather than to be in it and then knowing that you rushed into it and you didn't actually have a plan for it. You just wanted to get into it. In the euphoric stage of the cycle, maybe that is not a bad place to do, but we're not. I don't think we're euphoric yet. Euphoric. Like we can go on coin market cap and go on to the where is it? What's it called? The fear and greed index.
Yeah. What, do they have ones for just individual coins? I don't know.
No, they've got it for the whole thing. The whole.
Oh yeah, it's 80. It's pretty greedy right now.
Yeah. See, this is why the balance of the cycle, everything needs to be balanced. We're in greed, extreme greed. People need to lose some money for us to go and be in a healthy market. If we're in extreme greed for a long period of time, we're going to go parabolic. We're going to be in the euphoric stage, and it's not going to be a healthy growth. So the pullback and the fear is going to happen a lot harsher. Just like I remember in the previous cycle. When we were coming down here, it's fine, we can buy some more. Everybody thought we were going to be doing stuff like this. We thought we were going to be, come down for a little bit and then we'll go up again. But no, what happened was I remember these days. I remember them. I remember these days. And it was horrible. It was horrible. And especially, I think it was September. One of the days where it just dropped like 22% or 30% in one day, and I was there like, because I was just looking at my phone, and it was crazy. And that's what you've got to be prepared for. You've got to prepare. If you're in significant profits now, take some of those profits off the table. It's not going to hurt. Yes, you could be missing out on loads of gains, but you're never going to catch the top unless you're watching this channel. But nah, you're never going to catch the top because no one catches the top. And when you do catch the top, it's going to be by complete luck. Or you can have indications like that weekly could be the top. Or if we go on to a Fibonacci expansion, or that's going to be the top, or that's going to be top. So you'll have indicators of what you could be the top. Just purely FOMOing in and getting out, you're not going to have an indicator. And if you've got no plan for it, which a lot of people don't, and it's just moving too fast for people to have a plan, they just want to get in, that's what happens. But R&DR, moving back on that R&DR, let's turn off these high time frame levels. So we hit the all-time high, parallel channel. I'm not the merchant of parallel channel. Bernard is the parallel channel merchant. But you can see here, rejection, boom, in line with the old all-time high. Oh, and hopefully we can blast straight through that. But I'm not in this, so pretty annoyed about that. Another one that I wanted to get into, well, obviously, there's a little bit of soul, waiting for it to come back down here. It never came back down here, so be it. And oh, would you look?
Shorted the top on that.
You did, but you also didn't take profits when I said you should take profits. So.
I said it was a cheeky bastard. I fucking sold the bottom. I sold 50% of my position at the bottom. Actually, thank you very much.
Yeah. So as you can see, I'm joking. Weekly level here, rejecting on the weekly. Still, we rejected initially there, and we're rejecting initially like secondary here. Now, don't pay for market cipher, by the way. You don't need to. You can just get it for free. Even though it is a good tool, but I mean that daily does look quite nice, doesn't it? Does it? Is anybody even in the stream? Still got three viewers. Surely that isn't real.
Let me talk about NXRA.
Yeah, talk about the NXRA.
Yeah,
oh, wait, one sec. Switched over. It's been switched over.
Nice. I've just prepared the chart while you were talking about that.
Nice.
It's very simple at the moment. So yeah, this is another coin that I've literally been in since the start. But then again, it rebranded. It used to be called ALDT, I'm pretty sure. But then it got hacked. But either way, looking at Discord, you'll see that we pretty much nailed every single move on the NXRA. I haven't talked about it in a while, but I have been holding it. But what I really like in the charts right now is the fact that we've got some confluence with the 0.618 Fibonacci, one of the most respected ones in crypto, and the old local all-time high back in April. So as you can see, we came down exactly into that golden pocket and confluence with the weekly, and we have went back up. So right now, as you can see, as I've said here, this is a good position. The monthly it's a good position if we break this monthly, and then we can look to ride it to price discovery, which is if we break and hold the monthly, that's we're looking at an easy 32%, and then I would also want to be holding that afterwards. I do already hold some, but if that does happen, I will definitely be buying some more.
Just repeat that again repeat that again one more time.
So we've got the weekly level here, which was formed from the old all-time high back in April, with confluence with.
Just take off your watch list for me, mate, just so I can see a little bit more.
With the 0.618, and that is pulled from the very bottom here in September to the top we formed recently in January.
Yeah.
That lines up perfectly pretty much with the weekly level, and we did come down and test that. We shot back up, and now we are moving up to the monthly, which we haven't touched before. So look, we'll see what happens there, but once it does break that monthly and hold its support, that's where I will be re-entering or adding more to my position. And yeah, simple as that. Just keep it simple, wait for your entries, and yeah,
Wait for the
that's
entry.
pretty much all I want to say on it.
Wait, so what's your next point that you were willing to buy at an XRA at?
This monthly here. So once we break it, we'll test this.
What's the price? 14 cents.
14 cents. Pretty close to that.
You want that to hold on the daily, or do you want that to hold on the weekly chart?
Ideally, I wanted to buy more there, but I've got a pretty big position in that XR anyway. So, but as a little trade, I'd definitely take that 30% up to.
Yeah, that's decent. What's market cap on an XRA anyway?
Let me check. It's definitely decent. Like, it's a very well. It's 425 in the ranking. So yeah, 100. Oh yeah, 101 million. So like that's a 10x until $1 billion market cap, which you can definitely. Well, I don't want to say definitely reach, but yeah, it could reach. You know.
Yeah.
Got good volume as well.
NXR
yeah, it's definitely a well-respected coin, NXR, especially if it gets listed on the likes of like Binance and Coinbase.
Yeah, we've got some more people in here right now that are in the NXRA chat. So if you want to quickly go over that, don't go over it one more time, but basically that yellow weekly levels where he recently bought from the previous all-time high, and now he's looking at the monthly level. If it regains that monthly level, which is at 14 cents, that's going to be very bullish for an XRA, and you've only got about 30% between the all-time high and that. So yeah, an XRA looks quite good. Is there anything else you found on an XRA?
Not really, no. But there's one coin now that I've had on my watch list for a while. We'll move on from NXRA because that's literally simply the only scenario that I see that I wanna execute. But there's this one altcoin that I've had on. I think let me just get it up. It's called Ator, right? And right now, the reason I'm looking at it is because in these past few days, we have broke this monthly level here at $1.33.
Yeah.
And we've tested it as support. I'm waiting to see if we come back down to it and test it again. But yeah, it's a very new coin. It launched in April 2023. Let me just pull out the weekly chart. It is up a shit ton from launch. Like I'm talking like 2,000%, 2.22 from the very low to the high, nearly 4,000. But that's what you get with these new coins that have launched in 2023. They mostly outperform Bitcoin. So that's why even Render. That's why that's went mental.
It's not Render. You're on about another one. You're on about Ocean, or you're on about other one I told you. G something. It's not Render. Render's from ages ago.
True.
G begins with G. I sent it you yesterday. Myth or something. TH.
I'm not sure.
I know. You said that it has gone up 30%.
Oh, you mean Pyth?
Pyth. There we go. Pyth.
Yeah, that's all the way back down pretty much. Well, not really though. Anyway, we'll come on to that afterwards. Just quickly back onto Ator. It lines up also with the fixed range volume, that monthly level, which is quite nice.
Decent.
Basically, do you want to know what it is? Right, it's quite interesting. It's a proof of uptime coin, which basically relies on bandwidth, right, from an internet. They have this hardware that secures your like IP or whatever using the Tor browser, like the Onion, with like dark web and stuff.
Yeah.
It just seems like such an interesting project, and basically like you mine it through just having an internet connection. They have this hardware that you plug into your internet to secure the network, and yeah, I just think this is a very interesting play, and there's a lot of bullish sentiment on it. But yeah, that's something that I'm going to look at. Maybe we'll make a video on it one day. We'll see.
We'll see. Yeah, I think that's it. I think that's it for the stream. Well, when Bitcoin actually shows that it wants to, I've told you the next levels for Bitcoin. Go through them one more time again. Got the monthly level, you got that weekly level, and then after that you got that all-time high. What I'm actually going to quickly do now, which I just thought about this now. This previous range here. Would you look at that? The previous range is also really close to the monthly. Previous range point of control is really close to the monthly. So it's another thing you want to be careful of. You also want to be careful of this value area high of the previous range.
Oi. Someone just messaged in Daffy. I joined the stream and listened to you guys talk about Daffy, how Daffy is a shitcoin, then I left.
Then I had to drop off. Are you going to reply to that?
No, I don't really care, to be fair. I don't mess around like Daffy chat anymore. It's just a waste of time. It's just the same people in it who just open pro.
Hashtag open mind.
No, he said decent. Just chill. I know this guy. I've checked. He's an active member in. I don't know him, but I've seen him before. Just chat shit. Another Daffy man who probably it's very disappointed with the price.
Yeah. Right then, I think that's it then. That's it. That's decent first proper stream. No one's in here anymore.